A very good evening to all of you. Thank you so much for joining on a Friday evening. Moolympics, we did the fourth version of Moolympics after a long time, and the responses were really, really amazing. It was overwhelming for me to look at all the responses, and truly grateful for everyone who participated. Um, so thank you for participating. Thank you for being here. And let me just give you a quick introduction of why we started Moolympics. Pradeep came up with this idea for Moolympics. He wanted to set up a platform to just give back to the testing community. He wanted to bring decision makers, market leaders, and young testing folks together and pave way or build a future for testing space. And Moolympics obviously comes from a parent organization, Moolya, and at Moolya, we're trying to prevent bugs and tech debt. Moolympics 4, coach a fellow tester, was judged by none other than Naveen and Mukesh. Hello, Naveen and Mukesh. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure to host you both together. And from Mukesh's setup, we can obviously say, and who does not know Mukesh, the YouTuber?
Thank you so much.
And his setup is just giving that vibe away. To just speak a few words about Naveen and Mukesh, not that anyone does not know both of you here. Mukesh, the founder of Learn Automation, has not only made serious inroads in all kinds of automation tools, but he's very humble and down-to-earth approach. He's mentored a lot of testers, and I'm not going to say the number, of course, because you might have not counted as well. Same with Naveen, the founder and MD of Naveen Automation Labs. He's offering multiple courses and consultations to testers across the globe. Naveen has earned his much-deserved reputation as an enterprising mentor in the industry. With both of them having hundreds of thousands of followers on YouTube, it is my absolute pleasure to host you both today for this webinar. Thank you so much for joining us. And Brajesh has come in as a guest appearance today. Thank you so much, Brajesh.
Thank you so much.
Lovely having you here. I have been speaking with Brajesh for the last 2 weeks, and he is one of the most humblest person I've come across. With so much experience in the industry, he is always calm, and I'm really, really glad to have you here. I'm super excited to hear your stories. I did hear one of Naveen's stories, and it was really interesting. Thank you so much, Brajesh. Brajesh is one of the test chat members, if I'm not wrong, and he is a speaker, podcast host, and comes in with a variety of experience in the fields of testing and delivery cycle. Thank you so much, the three of you. It is my absolute pleasure. I'm really, really grateful to have you here. Over to you. And let's get the show started.
So Richard, not only me, I mean, actually, there's many YouTubers in this meeting. So first of all, thank you so much for participating. So we can start now.
So Brajesh itself is a YouTuber. Sachin is also here. And there are other YouTubers also. And then I'm really great to see all the responses and everything. And me and Mukesh were like, I think we should learn from these people. The kind of things, the documentation. So I think that's really great. And the response was really great, and thank you so much that again for hosting us and then choosing us to for this judging of this really good competition. And that's our forte, because it's been around 7 years, and for Mukesh also more than around 7 years, and then with industry and talking to people and talk to students and checking their pain point and how exactly they are facing the problem with respect to learning and everything. So that's really good to know that you guys are also doing a lot of good things. And then especially really impressed with some of the responses were really great, really amazing. And me and Mukesh were discussing, and we were like, okay, fine. I think it's really, really difficult to decide the first three, especially like when you told me that the last two also, the top five, I was like, how to do this? Like, it's really difficult to decide. But yeah, finally me and Mukesh did that, and then okay. So yeah, we have the final 5 minutes now.
So initially it was 3, so later it changed to 5. So it was little easier because shortlisting was little tough. So this is the first time I'm doing this. Maybe Naveen have done this one more time. So for me, it was a new experience because I was going through a lot of content, lot of submission. I was literally surprised that there's so much to provide in the community. It's not coming properly. Now it's time to, come to YouTube or maybe any other platform and provide value to the community. So first of all, it's my honor to be judge at this webinar. And literally me and Naveen were amazed by looking at the document prepared by these participants, and we would love to announce and provide our feedback, not as a feedback, maybe some points from our side. That's all.
Yeah, in fact, yesterday we took around 4 to 5 hours to check each and every document. A lot of people share their Google Drive documentation, and then under that document there are more documents, folder to folder, and videos, and then people, they have actually shared their case studies and everything. It was like, okay, so a lot of stuff to check. So after a lot of deliberations and everything, we decided, okay, let's go with these top 3. But frankly, it was not easy for us to decide the final thing. But yeah, so how we did that, and we just want to share whatever we observed, take it in a good way, definitely. And then I hope you guys will do much better things, whatever you're doing currently.
So first of all, I know it's not easy to become a mentor, teacher, or coach. It takes a lot of effort, and it's like a skill set, which eventually people will develop. And so I have become not as a teacher, but still I'm learning from all of you. I keep checking whatever LinkedIn posts you guys share and whatever YouTube channels I follow. So I'm still learning. So just we are sharing our points. So maybe Naveen, you want to start first?
Yeah, I don't have any fancy PPTs to share, but yeah, just want to how we started the journey was like around 6-7 years back. But from last 5 years with the YouTube and connecting a lot of people, and then and then guiding them, and then taking a lot of feedback, sometimes negative feedback also. So it's not that easy to teach, because the things, but how exactly you're delivering the things to the students and to the candidates and checking their problems, where exactly they are facing, because there are a lot of stuff already there on the YouTube, and resources and blogs are available online. But the things, what exactly they want and what exactly it's required to get to the next level, and to, let's say, really want to get a good compensation in the market, or really want to change the job or good promotion and everything. What is the most important thing that they really want to learn? And what is the most important thing is that, are they really learning the right things or not? Are they really up to the market or not, current market standards or not? So those things are also very important. So yeah, that teaching is an art. If you know the less thing, but still you're delivering the best thing, I think that matters a lot in the teaching. And that's what I learned from you guys, from Brijesh and from Mukesh and from Sachin. Recently, I saw Sachin's post on Google Sheet API automation, and then I was like, okay, wow, this is how he represented all the things. And then this is all the, a lot of other blogs, Rahul and Mukta. And Mukta started her YouTube channel recently, more than 6,000 subscribers. And then the kind of thing she's also delivering, that's really commendable. So yeah, so that's good. So, but yeah, that's a great journey so far. So we will add more points, but Mukesh, you want to share something from your side?
Yeah, so for me also, like, teaching was not only in IT, like I used to teach from my school, then colleges, and somehow that was kind of a passion, which I started little early. I started in 2014. My channel was 16 September 2014. It has been 9 years, almost 8.5 years now. So I'm loving this journey, but I know it's very tough. Many times I get demotivated. So Naveen always pushed me, Mukesh, that you are not publishing. So it's a really hard journey. It's not easy, because if you want to upload even 15 minutes video, it takes 2 to 3 hours of effort. Sometimes you have to re-record, sometimes you have to, go through a lot of documentations and other articles as well, because you want to provide that 15 minutes. So it was a kind of a eye opener for me when I came to this teaching industry. I got to know so many things. I met with a lot of new people, because if I just be in my job, I hardly knew people. But because of this community, I know all of you almost through LinkedIn, and personally, I have met like Brijesh and Sachin, Naveen. So it actually opened a lot of opportunities for me, not in terms of only personal, professional, and everything. Even I was the introvert guy, but somehow it changed me, changed my complete personality. So that was a good journey. Learned a lot of things, because hardly we learn few things on the job. Many things I learned during my YouTube journey and while teaching. So looking forward, I hope I will
Yeah,
die with the same profession. Hope I will not change. Let's see how it
great.
goes.
Yeah, and another thing I want to discuss that there is one column in the form when you were submitting the your assignments and everything, that what exactly you faced. Like, did you face any negative feedback and how exactly you overcome? So a couple of people, they wrote about that my student were not respecting me. I was not getting much respect from the student. I was getting a lot of negative feedback, lot of negative comments. People were bullying me and then just making fun out of me that, okay, no, I don't have anything. I was not able to deliver it properly. So if you really want to start your teaching journey, these things will be there for sure. Even we also got a lot of negative comments and negative things. We are still getting it. So it's just part of this profession, this part of this thing. So just don't worry about that. Just focus on your or on the feedback. Always ready to take the positive or negative feedback. Try to improve your things that, okay, maybe next time if I'm lacking in this particular area, why not improve that? Okay, if I'm lacking in, let's say in Java, or let's say if I'm lacking in basic testing concepts, or any XYZ topic that I'm lacking or I'm not able to aware of it, and my student really needs that. So you should improve it. You should focus on it, and then I think you should start learning it from other resources, and then you deliver the best thing to your students. So don't get disappointed with the negative comments or negative feedback. It happens. It will be there when you become master. Also, then also you will get some negative feedback. It's actually good for us. So I used to take it little personally. A few years back, I will little get furious that, okay, why I'm getting this? I'm putting a lot of efforts and everything, but still some people are like, the moment me and Mukesh, you're discussing all that, and the moment we upload the video or anything, we were getting dislikes. And I was like, okay, why people are disliking it? So it will happen. Maybe they really want to share the feedback with us, and we should take it in a positive way. And that's the thing. So don't get demotivated just because of you're getting some negative things. Because I saw a couple of entries in the Excel sheet that we were like demotivated and we were not getting the right things. And then it actually, I thought of, okay, I won't teach anyone now and those things. So it will happen, and just work on it. And then I'm sure you will learn and you will deliver the best thing to your students.
Cool.
Okay.
Yes. Do you want to share a few
Mhm.
responses that you really appreciated?
Yeah, there are a couple of responses. So no doubt the top five were really great. Couple of responses with respect to, as I given the example, like Sachin, that you did a really good case study about the topic, the Google API sheet. So we were expecting that you should present some idea, or you should present some case study. Tell me about the problem, and then how exactly you solved the problem for the students, and then what are the factors that you considered. This is the need of the hour, and how exactly a student grabbed those concepts. What was your teaching approach? Did you like cover any assignments, or did you give the feedback, or any one-on-one discussions, or any kind of thing? So I think some responses were really great, especially with, I was really impressed with the Isha and the kind of documentation that you did. That was really commendable, really nice. And
It took almost 1 hour to go through your
I mean, just
documentation.
go through Isha's document was like, okay. So I was like reading each and every line, what exactly she has written. And that was really good to see that. And some responses were very, very short, only one line description, and they did not share anything. So, I mean, unfortunately, we could not obviously took a decision for them, but because we were expecting at least give something, some good documentation, at least something, some case study, or maybe your Git repositories or anything, so that we can check how exactly you are presenting your things. So some students were really great, and some entries were really like only one liner. So so yeah,
There was few
Mukesh, you
links
want?
that they told like cannot share. So see, it's a community where you have to share. So we were not expecting some, office documentation, but at least in order to judge, we need some kind of document. So a lot of entries were without any document, without any proof. So that also we considered. And there was one very good for accessibility testing. And we were
Yes.
amazed by the document prepared, the examples, the tools, and the problem that person has solved with accessibility testing. So we learned actually a lot. We got a lot of study material that we have to cover.
Mukesh was like, let me download this, let me download this, I'll use this.
Literally, there
Okay,
was so much.
so that was really good to see some really good points. Some presentations were really good. Rahul, your presentation was already good. Like your documentation was really up to the mark, and that was really good to see those examples and everything. But again, that I'm saying that I mentioned that it was really difficult to pick top three and then last two also. Some entries were, they were giving some really good examples. Some entries with a lot of negative things that no, we could not make it possible because of this thing and because of the negative feedback, as I already mentioned. So I hope that person will be there. Maybe we can connect separately after this call so that if you really want any kind of help in your teaching skills or in your teaching journey, definitely with our experience, we would definitely would like to help you guys. That is for sure. And any other thing, Mukesh, you want to share some specific example? Otherwise, we will reveal the, so I don't want to take any.
So there were some general topics which everybody have covered, but we picked up some entry which was unique and very detailed one with proper use cases, scenarios and solutions as well. So that thing we have considered. So maybe we can start with the first, second, third, and so on. Or maybe we'll start with the fifth.
Yeah, let us actually hear from others as well. How was the experience?
Yes.
Rahul, I guess, just wrote something here. Oh yeah, nice. Apart from this, how was your experience in Moolympics, Rahul? Rahul has been there from the first Moolympics.
Nice.
Yeah.
So fourth one, and every Moolympics for me, I mean, has been a journey of learning something new, and it comes at the right stage somehow. And this was the time when it was the time when I was getting an opportunity to mentor someone, and at the same time, Olympics got announced, and I mentioned it in my report also. And then I was doing that, and what all we tried, the experience I was able to put, and a lot of learning. So I mean, mentoring or coaching is actually a two-way game. I mean, you are equally learning when you are training, you are equally clearing your concepts, re-clearing your concepts, and doubt solving, and that helps a lot. So that's a two-way journey. I mean, good.
Dimpy has also been there for quite a few Olympics with us. Hey Dimpy, good evening.
Hi everyone.
How was Olympics for you, Dimpy?
I have not participated. I think I was banned to participate this time.
Yeah. yes. Sorry, I forgot that. Yes. This was the first winner, so she was not allowed to participate.
This last time, it was a great experience. At least personally, I have learned a lot from those two.
Yes, absolutely. We have Pradeep also over here. He's the person who banned you from participating in the Olympics sport. Let's ask him.
I will catch him.
Well, I don't think we banned people from participating. We banned people from winning again. That's all.
Yeah. If Dimpy is there, I think definitely she would have been the winner. Last time, Dimpy, you were with a winner, right? In the top three, I remember.
She was the first one.
She was I think, yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Okay. Naveen, Mukesh, do you want to announce the winners?
You do it. Like, we really hesitate to do that. So,
Yeah.
For us, like everyone is winner. So you do it, please.
Okay.
Or maybe Pradeep will do it.
Pradeep is going to be out of it.
So we'll start with the fifth one, or
let's start with the fifth one. Do we have it?
I have the list with me, so if you want one by one, we can do.
Yes. You can go ahead.
The fifth one is Mr. Arcelin. Arcelin, are you there? Great. Arsan Ali.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Zabardast, Zabardast.
inspiration.
Tuition, sir.
Yes.
Arshad, we really liked your whiteboard one.
You need to elaborate because I have actually forgotten my responses. It was actually 3-4 weeks back, right?
Yes,
Asim
yes,
was the first response that we got.
yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'll do one thing. Let me open the feedback sheet. I mean,
Yeah.
not the feedback, our scoring sheet. Meanwhile, we will check that. So
Yeah,
I
it's
think
Don't
it's
tell individual one. Naveen, tell
no,
the
not
final
individual one. Only the Arslan and the take one. I mean the one.
Yeah.
So I just want to highlight a couple of really good points.
it's actually about my creative testing workshop. So I've been doing
Yeah.
it with Moolya as well.
Exactly. So yeah. So again, it was difficult for us to decide between fourth and fifth one. So we really liked your the kind of things that you're doing for the fresh graduates and test engineers and developers also. And then overall, your case study was good, and the kind of problems that you were facing, and then improvement areas also that we really liked it. Like unknown side of the application, those things that you did, that was really good.
Thanks.
And
That's really encouraging.
and that you all the different testing strategies that you mentioned in your documentation also, that was also really good.
especially the content driven.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, thank you so much, and
Welcome.
that was for us also, it was really learning from you.
Cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, congratulations. Mukesh, the fourth one.
Yes.
You
So the
decide.
fourth one is Kamal Shali.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes.
Kamal Shelley. Yeah.
So Kamal Shali, we have gone through your, as Naveen told, fourth and fifth was little confused first, but we have gone through your documents. We have gone through the response that you gave. It was very in detail, like Isha, and we really like the content that you have covered, plus the examples that you have given. That is also very good. So really like
thank
the spatial. Let me highlight one part, the accessibility testing, which I mentioned.
Yeah.
So gone through your detailed each and every link, and literally found it's worth actually making videos too. So congratulations, Kamal, once again.
Oh, thank you very much. As Arsan said, it's been long since I submitted that. I was just refreshing that before I attend the call. Actually, what responses I did it, and where was the sheet that I actually shared with you guys. And I know, yeah, this is actually encouraging and giving back to the community as well. So thanks very much.
We love
Exactly.
to have
So
you as a podcast on our channel.
Sure, someday.
sure, Kamal, that was the case study was really good on, especially on the accessibility testing. That is very important area that you actually touched, and then how exactly you suggested your methodology and the teaching style and everything, how many use cases that you covered, and how exactly that pinpoint for the students to understand that. So, and 20 plus hours that you spend on those things. So that was, I think, really good. And the kind of challenge also that you were facing, the concern of each and every student of yours, and then their learning style, understanding their problem, and then presenting the right resource. So that was really good. And the documentation also very detailed. So yeah, so on the basis of those factors, we decided to go with the fourth position for you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Then the third one, shall we go ahead or?
Top three.
Yeah. So third one is Aditya. I don't know the full name.
Yes,
Only
hello.
Yeah, hi Aditya.
I'm Aditya Shankar from Moolya. I hope there's no other Aditya. I don't know.
That's you, yes.
Okay. Yeah,
Awesome.
I think because only your first name is written, so I just written only Aditya. Good. Mukesh, you want to share Aditya's thing, or let me open the sheet? What exactly?
Yes. Aditya, especially your videos also that you have recorded with one of your colleague on the board, the Zoom work also. We have gone through a couple of your recordings as well, and we really like the approach also, and the actually effort that you took to teach a particular topic. So we actually like the overall content, the submission that you did. It deserves this.
Yeah, but one feedback, Aditya, whenever you're recording on the whiteboard, just please, just try to improve your content, and improve your content in terms of quality, in terms of proper light, because I can see a lot of focus and flashing on your board. that was not
Yeah.
able to
Because actually, he was
properly see that.
recording from the webcam. That was the issue, I guess.
Yeah, just a small feedback, and then when you write, just try to write in properly, position of the camera and all those things. We actually did a lot of mistakes initially, but now we actually learned. Just do that. That will enhance, or that will decorate your the kind of things that you're delivering. So the content will be more enhanced in that case. So your student will not difficult to that. So that's a small feedback from my side.
Noted, guys. And yeah, some of it would have been done during our regular tasks, like more like
Yes,
an
yes.
urgent meeting during our client meetings and WhatsApp. So yeah, I noted. I'll take care of that. Thanks a lot.
Great. Yeah. Then seconds was such Mukesh.
You already told, I guess.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
We have to announce, so it's fine.
Okay, yeah. So the top twos, and the second winner is Sachin Gupta.
Hey, thank you.
Yes,
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mukesh. Thank you, Naveen.
yeah.
Yeah,
With
thank you for giving me
like,
this platform.
and it was actually a deserved one of the most, I will say, detailed again, with lot of articles that you have published, lot of videos, plus the case study that you shared, especially on the Postman series that I have gone through personally with your channel. That was commendable. Plus the case studies that you shared online, offline, that was really impressive. And especially this offline with Dimpy also, I guess, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
recently did in thought work.
Yeah. So it was one of the best submissions. So thank you so much. And there are a couple of some other feedbacks, not in terms of content, but some other thing that we can discuss some other time.
Yeah, definitely. I would
Because
be
as
happy if you
Naveen
can share the
mentioned, right, we
feedback.
did a lot of mistakes initially. So maybe
Yeah.
we can have another session on that as well.
Yeah,
So
sure.
Sachin, for you, like it was really good. The kind of the topic that you picked. So I'm not judging you on the basis of your YouTube channel, or not at all. Me and Mukesh, we strictly decided, okay, we will not
Yes,
take
yes.
anyone's from the YouTube thing.
Yes.
Because obviously, YouTuber will get an extra, advantage or something. So we are not considering that factor.
Yes.
But the kind of thing that we are considering, the kind of approach that you used, and the kind of example that you gave. One of the example that the recently that you shared, that if someone was asking about the Google Sheet thing, and then you spend 3 to 4 hours on the Zoom call without any expectation that, okay, yeah, you're expecting something from the student, or some random guy pinged you on LinkedIn, and then you just sit with them and just try to solve their problem. So this is how it was really impressed. That was the extra point that I give you on the basis of that. That was really good, and you actually successfully did that. So that was really good to see. And the kind of things that you presented, a couple of other documentation, other things, in fact, your repositories and other Google documentation also, that was we found really impressive. So yeah, as Mukesh said, for your YouTube thing, we have other feedback that maybe we can discuss it later about that.
But the
Thank you,
skill
Naveen,
part,
for your
that
kind
teaching
words.
skill you have, as you told, like given some example of your daughter also, right? So that's
my
skill.
son. Yeah.
So that's a skill.
Yeah.
Good job,
Yeah,
Sachin. Congratulations.
I thought it is very good example. My son, even yesterday, right, he was asking the same question, like why, what? So like
Yes.
this is a very good habit. Yesterday I was saying to my wife, like I have submitted the same things. Let's see. Actually, this is a very good learning, right? When you will ask like why. So yesterday I was going temple and he was saying why this is here, Daddy. So like when we are having this habit, right? Why, and when we ask lots of questions, then automatically we will reach the point that what we are looking for.
Yes. So there's a
we
dedicated book on this. Start with why. I get Brijesh also mentioned a lot of times.
Yeah, I am really happy for giving me this platform. Even I'm not good to writing, even I can create the content on YouTube. But first time I have written on Olympics, and I learned lots of things: how to write, how to summarize, how to think. So thank you, team, for giving me this platform, and definitely it helped, and it will help to encourage to the newcomers who will come and who will participate, who will write. So thank you, Moolympics team. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Great.
Congratulations, Sachin.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll have the party in office then.
Yeah. I'm in office. I was having tea, then I thought, okay, session.
You can't escape. We'll sit at a party.
Yeah, please come. Yeah.
Great. So Aditya and Sachin, that your score was almost same, and then we decided on the basis of a couple of other things. So then Sachin got some extra points. So that's what the thing. Otherwise, yeah. Otherwise, the content was really great from Aditya, Sachin, Kaman, and Asim. Okay, so the first one. Who wants to? Rucha, you take this. We really don't want to take this. So first one you take.
When I saw the first one, I was so super happy because I know her personally. She's a very sweet, sweet person. And it is none other than Isha Veda. Congratulations on winning the first prize.
Shocking. I didn't expect to. I don't know. No words, frankly speaking. Oh, super, super. Awesome.
Great, Isha. That was really great. And me and Mukesh were like, I think we should learn and we should take some classes from you.
Yes.
So please let us know whenever you are available. So we'll
Thanks to
definitely meet you
Moolya,
personally.
I would say. Thanks to Moolya for teaching me, context-driven testing and even opening up that whole window to me, because I think thanks to Pradeep and special thanks to Dhanashekar also, under whose guidance I was able to start coaching, for that enterprise team, for one of our international enterprise teams.
Yes.
I never thought I would be able to coach or mentor someone in this way. So earlier I had taken sessions as part of some of our Tech Tuesdays and basically on a tool, and also mentored folks on internship programs. But I never thought I would be able to do this one-on-one coaching. So this is very special. I mean,
I think you are
especially the
for
thing that you documented on the Coda, that was also very impressive, like step-by-step checklist and everything.
Thank you so much. I felt that was really important.
Yes,
and
yes.
that helped our, coaches or trainees also take away those action items and act upon them. And those notes also really helped because I knew the focus areas I had to focus on and mold the upcoming session. So I would like to express thank yous to Pradeep and Dhanashekar also, and Rucha. She's been giving me so many opportunities to, have my content published on LinkedIn, because I had that in me that I always wanted to write, but I never used to go and publish something on LinkedIn. But I think through Rucha and her team, I've been able to publish some content even on LinkedIn these days. Yeah, thank you so much. And Mukesh and Naveen, I remember like 3-4 years back, I had to play a SME role on one of the automation projects. And I remember refreshing my Selenium concepts through your videos. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Selenium and APIs. Yeah. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. So yeah, that's really good, Aisha. Congratulations. And I really liked your approach in terms of a couple of things like deep practical, shallow test coverage models. Those are really impressive. The flow of each and every sprint ceremonies preparation that you did, and then how exactly you prepared your team and fellow team members, that was really good. And especially with the kind of documentation that you are providing with all the checklists and then the kind of assignment, the tasks that you have listed. And when you were covering that one by one, that you were just striking it out and then checking, okay, yeah. So this is also a very good thing, the test design and combination testing concept that you introduced. And I can see a lot of mind maps and then other things that also you shared. So that was, yeah, really good. Very well documented, first of all, because it matters a lot for us. It was easy to, go through your each and every case study that you did. So that was really impressive. And a couple of things, I think you should document it, on some social media, maybe write some Medium blogs or maybe start your own blog or something. You should start doing it because it's very limited to your audience or maybe to your company people only.
Yes.
So, or maybe limited to only these 19, 20 people we are here. I think you should start doing it. Or maybe you can start, YouTube is one of the medium where you can, share your knowledge or something like this, and context-driven testing. It's very, very, I would say a lot of people are not aware of it. People are not having the awareness of it. So I think you should start doing it, collaboration with other testers or collaboration with others. And then I think you should start coming, more limelight into the picture. where you can share your knowledge. I think that really good. And I think you are already 12 plus years experience, right? In
Yeah.
the industry.
Yes.
I think it's a very good high time for you also after 12 years, do your own self-branding in a good way with respect to testing and how to teach testing, because we all have to teach the new generation. People are coming with the kind of mindset that they are going through and the kind of wrong thing that they are learning. I think you are a really right fit for that. So I think you should start doing some blogging and maybe videos on your channel or some medium blogs you should start writing.
Yeah, I'll take that. I wanted to, but yeah, I have always kept it lower on my priority list. But yeah, thanks for that. At least I should start writing more publicly. For sure. Thank you. And this was a way of giving back to the community for me, so I'm really thankful for that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It is so nice to hear everyone being so keen and eager, giving back to the community. How Naveen just mentioned that we have to train the younger ones coming in. Coming from the community and a field of influencers, I'm really glad Moolympics is helping us come together and share our insights. Talking about influencers, we have Brajesh with us, who would be sharing some stories with us today. He's an excellent storyteller.
Yes.
Brajesh, would love to hear from you.
Well, thank you so much, Rucha, for inviting me for this. So when initially Moolympics was announced, the first one, I was really excited about it because Moolya has definitely given a platform to testers to, showcase what knowledge they have, the skills that they bring in, the value that they are adding to the community. And through the various competitions that we have had, we've seen some outstanding testers participate and showcase their versatile skill set, which has been amazing. And when Moolympics 4 was announced, I was more excited because I saw the names of Naveen and Mukesh as judges. Now, these two guys, I mean, I'm in awe of them. They always amaze me with the kind of stuff that they've been doing. I mean, I can go on talking about them this entire evening, probably. Okay. I will talk about them one by one. First, I'll start with Naveen. So Naveen's was one of the first YouTube channels I visited when I wanted to learn automation. Back in 2017, I wanted to strengthen because I was doing automation, but not in a proper structured way, not looking at the commercial tools. I was more focused on, Perl and other legacy tools, legacy software. But then when it came to commercial tools like Selenium and other stuff, I wanted to refresh, and Naveen's channel I visited, and I was like, wow, man, this guy is awesome. He had loads and loads of videos, and I used to wonder how will I ever talk to this guy? He's a celebrity, and it's so difficult. But with the start of TTC, I got the opportunity to talk to him, and I was amazed by how down to earth he is. We've been having so many conversations. We have had so much fun. One of the topics that we always laugh about is manual testing. So we've shared a lot of jokes around it, memes around it, and it's been a fun conversation. But then we understand where the community needs help in terms of learning concepts which actually add value and not stuff which is kind of redundant and old. And he's been doing an amazing job. He's been teaching thousands and thousands of students. He's taught me. He's my guru. So he's much younger to me, by the way. But then I have no shame in saying that he's my guru. He's been exemplary. Okay, and now talking about Mukesh. Okay, I think the world knows about it. I like to call him the Mercedes Benz of the world of testing. And I shared this with him in his Test Speak episode that I recorded with him. So when BMW, the big car company, the competitors of Mercedes Benz, when they completed 100 years, the announcement was made by Mercedes-Benz. They published an ad saying, today Mercedes-Benz is completing 100 years, and the remaining 50 years that we have been in business have been birthless, because now we have a competitor who can challenge us, who can help us do better. So it was Mercedes-Benz who promoted BMW on their 100th anniversary. And this guy Mukesh does exactly the same thing. For every tester, he celebrates like it is his success. Okay, and I want to share this story which has both Naveen and Mukesh. So when Naveen hit his 100K follower mark on YouTube and was presented with the silver button, so Mukesh was the one who shared a post saying, look, Naveen has completed 100K subscribers, and he had a picture and photos and smiling. And I was like, wow, this is how you actually do it. You celebrate others' success, and that's how you rise. So that was a big learning. So these two guys have been teaching me so much stuff, and Mukesh has also taught me a lot through his YouTube channels, through his content. And I met these two last July for the first time. It never felt as if I'm meeting them for the first time. It was so much fun talking to them, and excellent guys. So this is what excited me, and I wanted to hear some of these stories. So all these stories that I'm hearing are excellent, are amazing. Now coming back to me, I have been teaching people for 33 years now. Oops, did I just reveal my age? Well, no, I started so I will reveal my age. I started teaching when I was in class 8th. I was in the 8th standard. I was 13 years old. I started teaching kids of lower grade, of course, at no cost, for free. I just wanted to teach. I discovered that is something that comes naturally to me. I started teaching back then, and I've been teaching. From teaching, after teaching so many students, I discovered the skill of mentoring, which is different from teaching. Now, mentoring is looking after a specific problem and then helping your mentee through the course. And it is, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort. You have to understand where they are coming from, and then, help them, walk with them the entire journey till they are successful. And every time my mentees have achieved something, they've shared a success, I have felt as if it is my victory, and I felt really good about it. My mentees have gone on to become, very good product designers, have started their own companies, and it makes me feel really proud that they are achieving so much. And then quite recently, I started on my coaching journey as well, which is different again from mentoring. Okay, which has got a lot of, question-based approach to it. Now, over a period of time, I have discovered that I can bring in a lot more structure to the way I mentor people. So I'm going to give away a formula that I use, which has helped me grow in my mentoring journey. So I approach mentoring in a 3-step process. The first step is to help my mentees discover themselves. So I call it the discovery phase, where I ask them to do a self-analysis on what skills that they have, what tools knowledge that they have, if it's specific to testing or anything else. What are their aspirations? What are their limitations? What are their strengths? And once they are able to list them all down, we sit together, and then what we build is a learning roadmap, which puts all the tools and the skills knowledge to practice to reach those aspirational goals that they have. So it is all within their framework. It is their subset. It is not being driven by me. I am not advising them, oh, you go do this or that. It is something that they want to do. So I just push them harder to discover and then build a learning roadmap. And the final phase is the liberation phase, where they discover what they need to do and then pick out on the roadmap that they want to pick what's the aspiration that they have. Now, in doing so, it's been funny when one of my mentees, he came to me asking oh, I'm bored with testing, I want to become a developer. Okay, and I said, okay, let's do that. And we did a entire analysis. And you know what? Today he has his own company who started a low code, no code tool of himself, and he's built a company around it. And he seems to be doing pretty well. So I made sure that he stays a tester. Okay, does not become a developer. Okay, and then uses his skills and his experience and knowledge to give it back to the community, as people have been talking about. So for me, that factor of giving back to the community comes first. And I've been trying my best to give it back to the community in the form of a test chat. We're going to be completing 3 years in June. So we've been successful in doing so in a lot of ways, and have been helping a lot of people. I enjoy helping, and I also enjoy writing. So you would have seen me publish a lot of stuff. So a couple of days back, there was a big thing about questions being asked in the interviews, and I was like, okay, I think I've had enough. Okay, I think I should publish the set of questions that I have with me. I've been keeping it to myself for a long time. Okay, I've been using them. Why not publish them? And I published them, and I've got an overwhelming response. And we are having fun through that as well, because a lot of people have come back and said, okay, how do I use these questions in a different way? And I'm mentoring them now to become better interviewers. Okay, because that is one of the pain points. On one side, we as testers say that we are not getting good testers in our company. So I always challenge them. How are you interviewing them that you're not finding? Look at yourself also. What kind of questions are you asking? Okay. If you're asking the old rhetorical questions, you will never find good candidates. So you have to change the way you have to look. Sometimes, we struggle to look. We never realize that it is our specs which needs to be changed, or we need to get our eyes tested ourselves. We blame, oh, it may be something on the other glass, the glass is dirty or something like that. We don't check our own eye gear. So I said, look at yourself first, and then let's start. So I'm helping testers do that, and that's helped me. One of the stories that I want to share is of a situation that we had, where we were working with one of the famous courier companies. I don't want to reveal the name. It starts with D. It's a world famous company delivering to a lot of addresses around the world. What we started seeing is that we were getting a lot of issues being reported from the backend team, not so much from the customers, but the backend team of that company started reporting, saying that people are not getting their package on time. We are having trouble finding addresses and all that. So I said, how can we help as testers? How can we innovate as testers? So I said, one of the things that we have to do, apart from trying to automate tests and improve our own testing and look for edge cases and stuff like that, is to bring in quality to our test data itself, to the data that we are inspecting. So we started doing data quality tests. And for that, what I did was to write a simple 45-line Perl code, which would allow me to scrape through the addresses and then correct the formats. Now, the reason why I talk about this is the way addresses are written in India. Like, you have a number, then you have a building name, then you have a street name, then you have an area name, and then a town or something like that, and then you have a 6-digit PIN code, right? It's such a long thing. But if you come here to the Netherlands, it's much more simpler. It's always in 3 lines. The first one is the street name, and then you have got the number, and then you have the zip code, which is again 6-digit, but it is alphanumeric. The first 4 are digits, and the last 2 are always letters. For example, -2261DE. Okay. Now, all the houses in my neighborhood, in my row, may not have the same postcode. Okay, they may be belonging, so there may be 10 houses, 5 may be belonging to one postcode and another 5 may be belonging to another postcode. So it is the postcode which is essential. And this is this 3-line address which makes it very simple for us. So what my Perl code started doing was that it was able to scrape through the addresses and then bring them all in a consistent format. Then it became much easier for the backend team to process the addresses so that the courier guys were finding it very easy to deliver the courier on time. So it was not just focusing on improving my testing, but focusing on improving the whole backend, the whole journey for the user, sending the courier, receiving the courier. So this is something that I explained to my team saw value in that. Then I said, see, this is what we call as test innovation. You're trying to bring in innovation in the whole process through your testing. You're not just contributing to your set of exploratory tests or automated checks that you are developing, but you are also expanding help or extending help to the development, to the engineering community, and overall processes being improved. So when that happened, what we were able to do is we were able to institutionalize a process called +1 in our project, where every quarter, every tester was supposed to bring in one innovative idea where he or she went an extra mile to do something creative, something innovative, apart from doing whatever testing that they were doing. Now, this picked up like a storm because our project started producing innovation after innovation after innovation in every quarter. And with every tester participating, it grew. And then, other teams in the company looked at it because we had multiple projects running. They all looked at it, and then it became an organizational wide initiative. And then it spread across the company, not just in India, but to the offices outside as well. And we had a global competition also, which my team won because we had, piles and piles of thing, and we had practiced it so well that it became a, part and parcel of our thing. So, this is how I was able to inspire the team and consequently inspire, a lot of other people. So yeah, that's, I think I can go on, but in the interest of time, I will shut up.
I can just listen to all of you. Going back to Mukesh and Naveen. Mukesh, do you have any views too that you want to share with all of us?
So some points related to Moolympics, this program. First of all, like whoever have submitted. Okay, so first of all, we are actually inspired and really impressed. So we are looking forward for such more events. Okay, more frequently, not once in a year, maybe a couple of events in a year, because we got to know so many things. And personally, I got to know and I have seen many people on LinkedIn, but good to see people in the live webinars. Now, related to this coaching program, I just want to share that it's all about your passion too sometimes. Sometimes it's by push, like what we do in our office, right? KT. So you have to give because that's part of your job. But what you do after your job, that becomes a passion. So for me, to like Brijesh have this passion of teaching, right? From when he was 13-year-old. So it's a passion which will keep you, in long run, because if you do by push, you hardly do for 1 day, 1 month, 1 year. But if you don't have passion, it will not last forever. So if you have that passion, please continue, because for me, it became a full independent career path because I'm not working right now. I'm taking this YouTube and training as a full-time job right now, hopefully in the future too. But it can become a full career path if you are someone who is passionate into teaching training, because sometimes your one post, one video, one article makes someone's day, someone's life, somebody's career, right? So it's not about the money that you will be getting, but the self-satisfaction that, yes, I enable a few people, that is more satisfying. Because I remember one story. Thank you, Brijesh. Generally, when I read books, I take a screenshot of the important highlights and I just publish it. I used to think who will read my status and all, right? So I just used to publish because my sister used to say, I like your status, keep uploading. But many people were reading, and one of the guy who told Mukesh, can you suggest a book who can make somebody come out of the depression? Because my wife is suffering from depression because of some XYZ reasons. And I was really surprised that this person is considering me, that I can suggest him some good books. And I literally suggested one book, and within a week or 2 weeks, he really called me and he told me that that book, that one status actually helped my wife to come out of the depression. So this sharing is actually looks very specific to someone, but it can change somebody's life, day, or anything, right? Many
Can
teachers
you
have
give us
seen,
the, sorry Mukesh for interrupting. Can you give us the name of the book?
yeah, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living by Dale Carnegie.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes,
thank you.
one of the best book till my, like, till now. If you ask me
Mukesh,
top
you have
10 books,
suggested me also that book.
yes. And now I can suggest one more book, Steal Like an Artist, one of the most amazing book again.
Mukesh, I love your status you post, right? Or the
Yeah, man.
highlighted points. I
Yeah.
love it. So
So
within a
we don't need to
second,
buy any
I'm
book.
Yeah.
the
No,
same.
I personally made some money
Mukesh
out of it
himself is a
also.
book, so yeah. So
Yeah.
So,
That's really good. Just keep
so
sharing with us,
that
Mukesh. We
Actually,
don't need to buy
it
any
is
books.
it
thank
is
you.
very good, right? When you highlight the points, right, you'll not forget. That is also
Yes.
one point.
Yeah.
It's good.
So
Yes,
please,
yes.
Mukesh, share your number so that everyone will get the status.
Yeah,
मुकेश
definitely.
मुकेश एक बार एक चैनल शुरू करो ना हाईलाइट पॉइंट वाला
Arey baap re.
YouTube.
No, but, apart from this, I want to share one book with all of you if you guys are interested. Recently, I completed a book called 365 Days of Discipline. One of the most amazing book. It has day wise, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, till days 365, what you can do to improve. So that is one of the book I wanted to share. Maybe which I will share with you, you can share with others. I have highlighted again. Yeah,
Great.
so another point, like this is my personal one. I used to run behind the numbers because, see, generally technical videos don't get views for sure, right? If you upload comedy videos, some shorts or some dance or something, you will get views, but technical content doesn't get views. I used to get impact with the views, and Naveen used to teach me it's not about not the numbers, it's about the reach that you have. It's not 100 views, it's 100 people who are watching. So don't think 100 views, consider as 100 numbers, 100 people who are watching it, because these numbers can be, motivating and demotivating factor as well. And it's kind of a, what I say, it's a drug. You keep checking the stats. So if you are starting your journey as a coach or as a trainer or mentor, don't worry about the number. Even if you're teaching 100,000, doesn't matter. You're putting the same energy, same content. It just the audience will keep changing. So if you're starting, just start with your content with a pure intention and passion. Numbers will grow naturally.
It's about the impact, like you
Yes.
said. Okay.
Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your insights. Naveen, do you have a few tips?
Yeah, so few last points from my side. As Mukesh mentioned, that don't run behind numbers. Your videos, your knowledge, if you share with one person also. So I had many stories. One of the stories, like a lot of people, they come from different villages or some small cities where they did not get much exposure in their colleges, or they were facing a lot of issues with their communication, and then so so they were actually a lot of issues they were facing with respect to English and everything. They were not able to speak properly. They were really good in their technical things, but people are coming from really lower background, and then but they were really really good in terms of their technical things, but communication wise they were not able to do that. So I actually took this initiative and took a separate, a special 3 days of program for them a few years back, and then a lot of people they joined, and I was just like just guiding them that what exactly you need to improve the things to beat the international market and then to be in the international market. So I think the kind of response and the kind of things that I was getting after a few months and after a few days, they were like, Naveen sir, yeah, ye bahut, this is like bahut help hua, and then they just got a couple of offers. So that was the best feeling, when you get the feedback and when you get that, okay, because of you, someone got the job. They were struggling a lot. They were facing a lot of issues and family issues and everything, and they could not, grab the offer, or they were facing these minor issues. I think you should consider what exactly they are facing. So instead of satisfying your own teaching ego, better we used to listen to them and then hear them that what exactly they are expecting, where exactly the pain point. That helps you a lot. And this is the motivation that we all get, me, Mukesh, Bridget, everyone, that okay, because of us, because of one video, they got the job. I have a couple of, some really good stories on my channel that people actually sharing that on my channel. I was going with in my cab, I was checking this video and exactly same question that, okay, being asked in the interview and I got selected, I got the offer. Thank you so much, Naveen. So one guy actually who, in my previous company, one guy actually came from Odisha in Bangalore and then he was at my reception and he was like with the, sweets and bouquet and everything. And he was asking to the help desk guy that, okay, hey, can you please call Naveen from Naveen Automation? I know he's working here. And वो आके उसने मेरे पैर में छू लिए and I was like, okay, now that's really good. So that, is like gives you a goosebump that, okay, yeah, now I have to, do it more and more for the community, for the people. And the kind of, people, stories and the kind of things, the emotions that they were, sharing with us. Just because of you, we got the things, just because of you got the job. And then I was really struggling from last 6 months, especially in the COVID period. A lot of people, they got fired. People are, facing a lot of issues with respect to their jobs and everything. So that motivates us. So उसके कारण like रात को 2 बजे भी कभी-कभी आप मेरे videos देख लोगे मेरे channel पे कि I'm just recording at 2 o'clock in the night. So that कीड़ा should be there in your mind. कि नहीं यार, I have to deliver. I have to do. I have not for me. See, we are getting YouTube money and all those things. So money doesn't matter if you're running behind the money. But if you are passionate about, some people they started career that okay, a lot of people they come to us, me and Mukesh, that Naveen, आपको पैसे कितने मिलते हैं पहले ये बताओ YouTube से. So I really want to start my career in YouTube and all those things. अगर तुम पैसे के लिए आ रहे हो तो please don't do that. Don't do that. So that's a really like bad thing. Then people they just see us, and we don't say that okay, you start your career in automation from the beginning itself. You are just a fresher. Learn the things. Learn testing. Spend some some experience in the industry and spend some years in the industry. जब तुमको 5-10 साल बाद हो जाए, जब तुम you are reaching in the nirvana state, then you're thinking कि नहीं यार मेरे को काफी चीजें आ गई है, now I can deliver. Then I think you should start doing into all those things. But right now, just learn from the experience, talk to different people in the community, join these conferences and everything these people are doing, and then just switch different companies and then share your experience, grab the knowledge from them, and then when you know, okay, yeah, now I know the things, then I think you should start doing certain things like totally dedicated into these platforms like YouTube and all those things. So that's the thing. Otherwise, yeah, that's really good to know that we are expecting some more Olympics, competitions, not once in a year.
Yes.
We are expecting more and more participants also, more and more entries also. And I hope that we can do something more interesting with the collaboration with Moolya. That we recently had mini RTP in Bangalore with Moolya, right? And that was really great. So I think that will be great. We online, offline, we all can collaborate together and then we can teach people better.
Absolutely. Pradeep,
Richa, I'll just add something to what Naveen. Okay, so I am a part of Naveen's Telegram group and was part of his Facebook group also. And every week there is at least one message like that coming up, thanking Naveen for his videos or for his training, which has helped someone get a job.
wow.
And while Naveen said that he feels happy and he feels satisfied, as a reader, it gives us so much inspiration,
Absolutely.
to the people that we are. When I see those messages, I feel so happy, not just for that person who's got that job, but for Naveen, because he's doing such an impressive job. Okay, it is no amount of money can actually match that level of satisfaction, or when it comes back to you from the people whom you are trying to help. And like I was saying, now Mukesh is there to celebrate everybody's success. Okay, we will now make sure, Mukesh, that we celebrate your success as well, because you've been doing a lot for the community, man. So it's time for us to give it back to you as well. So thank you for doing whatever you guys are doing. I mean, hats off to you.
And one small thing that I see you guys are sharing a lot of blogs and everything. Like Sachin, you are doing a lot of things. Dimpy, I've seen your blogs. You are sharing a lot of good things. So don't stop it in between. Consistency in the teaching field is very important. So if you're thinking, I'm not getting good response or I'm not getting, good views and everything, just don't think about it. Just do it and just keep doing it. One day it will happen eventually that people are actually looking into it. If your content is really good, if you're solving someone's problem, See, what we do that recently we started creating some new tools are coming in the market, and we thinking, okay, maybe that will be helpful after 1 year or 6 months or after 2 years. And definitely they will come back and they will check your video, or maybe somebody is, got stuck into that problem and you have written a blog on it. Just keep doing it, keep sharing it on social media. What we do that we are super passionate about right now. We write for next 1 week and 2 weeks. We prepare video and everything. And then after that we forget about everything, and then there is a 1 year of gap and 2 years of gap, and then we don't do anything. So that is actually losing attraction, losing the interest for the people also. So consistency is very important. Now we have platform, we have resources, we have channels, YouTube channels, and blogging, Medium blog. There's so many things. So do some self branding in terms of these things. Be consistent about it, and keep sharing the videos with others, and whatever is required for the community, keep sharing those things. Same thing like with TTC happened. I used to talk to with Brijesh also. Let's just start doing it once again. That initially it got really good traction, and then suddenly, because of a few months, that we stopped. Same thing for others also. That I think let's not stop it. Just keep continuing doing the things and sharing the knowledge, or in the form of videos or blogs or whatever that you're doing. Please keep doing it.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Definitely
I mean-
learning back, and I promise you that we are going to bring Moolympics full-fledged, and it is really super. I felt super happy and grateful to Moolya for giving me this opportunity to bring all of you together, and Pradeep coming in from the same testing community, and with the aim of giving back to the community. I heard so many of you talking about the same thing. You want to give back to the community. And I'm glad that Moolympics is giving all of us a platform to bring it together. And I promise you, we will definitely be coming back with a lot more interesting challenges. With this, let's conclude today's session. Thank you, everyone.
So this was the book, Isha, that you were asking.
One thing.
Can you show the author's name?
Dale Carnegie.
Carnegie.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I will share the link.
And Naveen, one thing, can we see those entries, like, those entries will be available for public viewing anytime, or?
We will write a blog on it. Yes, do follow us on LinkedIn.
Looking forward, yeah.
Blog
Yeah, at least we can share, all these people, the top 5 entries with the community. I think that would be great.
Yes,
Yeah.
we will bring them out for sure. Thank
Yeah,
you so
Please, guys, please
I
share.
had
Please
just
keep
one
sharing.
question for Mukesh
Yeah.
and Naveen. So what do you think is the best way to, start publicly? I mean, you guys are doing it on YouTube, but recording and putting a video on YouTube takes a lot of effort compared to probably writing a blog, right? So
Isha,
what is your take?
LinkedIn. Isha, LinkedIn.
See, Isha, everyone like using a different platforms. So actually, you have to eventually come to all the platform, but the easiest one is writing, because setting up, recording, editing, it takes a lot of effort, which will stop you. So if
Correct.
you are thinking so much, then start with writing and then start making videos.
Exactly. So Isha, I would advise that first you start writing your blogs. Do you have a blog, like your own blog or something?
I do not have my own blog.
See, that's a problem, that you should start writing whatever, ishameda.com or testing.com, whatever it is. You should have your own domain and start sharing it. Do you have any Medium account that you are
don't.
actually writing?
No, I am only reading on Medium.
Exactly.
So, yeah, whatever
So-
I've published so far is also through, Moolya only.
So that what exactly will happen, that when people start reading your blogs, right, people start giving you the feedback, or congratulations, thank you, ma'am, thank you, sir. Can you please add this? Can you please do this? Can you please add more things? So that will give you more motivation that, okay, yeah, no, I have to do that. Yeah, I have to do a research. I have to do R&D. I have to check it, and then I have to write a good blog and something like this. So that will give you a pressure. That will give you a push to write more and more things. So you start with the Medium blogs, or maybe your own blogs that you can start. I think Medium is one of the best thing.
Yeah.
You can do it. People, getting a notification. People, you can start doing the followers things and everything. And then when you see your followers, today you have 10 followers, tomorrow you have 100 followers. So it will also give you a push that, okay, motivation that, yeah, I have these followers, I have to take care about them. Then later on, maybe after 6 months, you will feel that, okay, you are really good. You can become a YouTuber, or you are really good in presenting the things in terms of when you talk okay, online. So I think then you can start that. So, but I would advise that everyone should have their own blog, at least medium blogs or something to present something. And just mention that, push it on. Let's write a story on media on LinkedIn, and just start sharing your things in maybe 1 or 2 paragraphs. Just start doing it.
I will just add to what Naveen said. Naveen has given you, the ultimate answer. But Isha, if you are on LinkedIn, just use the LinkedIn posts, right? In the LinkedIn post, the LinkedIn posts are, have a limitation of 3,000 characters. They don't let you write beyond 3,000 characters. And in my experience, writing 3,000 characters does not take more than 7 minutes. So it is easy. Okay, at times you will have that writer's block, so you may come up with something smaller. That's okay. Get started with that. Once you get some traction there, then you can definitely jump onto Medium. Like Naveen said, in Medium allows you to create your own subdomain, and you can have a subdomain on your name, and then publish content there. But start by LinkedIn, become consistent. Today is 14th of April, the 114th day of this year, 2023. And, I have managed to write 120 posts in these 114 days. A little more than that, I guess. Okay, I've been writing every day, sometimes 2 or 3 in a day. Okay, because I keep on getting ideas, and because LinkedIn, we have the mobile app, it's very easy to just type and send. Okay, sometimes people will not look at it. It's okay. It's about your perspective. It's about letting people know what you are thinking. And when people notice it, they will come back to you. It is also a way of getting an instant feedback from people. Sometimes they'll bash you. Sometimes they'll simply pour their love on you, which is fine. People have different opinions, but it is fine. It is very important to get started, number one. And number two, as Naveen said, and as Mukesh also said, it is about being consistent. Okay, be at it all the time. Don't let anybody else affect you. Just be at it. And then you will be on your journey.
Exactly.
Thanks for those great suggestions.
And a small thing, that whatever the content that you are publishing on social media, just think about it before publishing it. Don't publish any, random things or copy paste things, or maybe, just think about, is it really needful? Is it really helpful for the people? And then and what exactly the outcome of this? And then people are really learning out of it or not? Just think, and then you write something on social media. Otherwise, what you see on social media these days, especially on LinkedIn, that just because of this ChatGPT thing, and then just because of top 100 manual testing questions and those things. So I think it's full of, my LinkedIn is full of those things only. 100 testing questions or 100 this thing. We also did that. We all having that, those levels of immaturity 4 or 5 years back. That I totally agree with that. But now I think we all are matured enough. We know that, okay, what to write and what not to write. So just whatever you see, okay, people, it might be helpful. It might be something interesting. Then let's add it, and then tag people, and then doing some proper conversation in the comment section. And then that's really good.
Thank you. Thanks for your suggestions. I will take that.
Okay, so I think that's all from our side.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you.
Happy weekend.
Can we have a picture quickly?
Yes. Yeah, please turn on your cameras.
I'll take it. One second. Okay, great. I'll share it.
Yes, thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Thank you, everyone.
Happy weekend.
Have a nice weekend.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Enjoy your weekend.